do we risk shipping it to New Zealand when we might spend all that money, and if they can't fix it, what do we do? Thinking I might just donate it to charity and... Good morning, welcome back to Malaysia. We've arrived back in Kuala Lumpur after driving from Penang. But on the way here, there was a bit of water leaking in the cab above the passenger seat. So this morning we're gonna head to Dexter's again, just to try and figure out exactly what's going on with our truck. You can still see that there's water dripping. So it must be up in the roof somewhere, because they've sealed it pretty good, so I don't think there's any more water coming in, but if you squeeze that, you can see it coming out. So it must be stuck in the roof somewhere.
Yeah, it's where it came in and it's sitting. It's not leaking. The body's not leaking, but the water that's come in is obviously
sat under the bed somewhere.
Its way around something.
Yeah.
Hold on. After that initial rainstorm, we did a 5-hour drive to Penang, and there was no sign of any water dripping. And the drive yesterday was the first time we had a storm whilst driving. So it must mean that the roof is leaking, even when it's down. Dexter took his time to thoroughly investigate what was going on.
That's a lot of water.
Hopefully he can figure out the cause, then we can work on finding a solution.
Doesn't rain, it pours. So this storage container at the side is also wet.
Yeah, it's all.
Oh, where the hell's that come from? Have they spot welded under here again?
Yes.
So it's not sealed properly?
No, so it's coming up from underneath in the road.
It's unbelievable, unbelievable.
I just don't know. All the ropes and everything are wet.
The first aid kit's wet.
The first aid kit's wet.
There's also a crack that's appeared here in the bodywork, which makes me very nervous. I can also see there's a crack appearing here. Started same as the other side. So it seems that Dexter's saying there's still water at the front by the stitching.
I can see it dripping.
Which means that the waterproofing we did with all those sprays, and we did the front a lot, that the rain still got through.
Well, that's because when the roof was down and we were driving in that massive storm, it's obviously still found its way in.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's nothing we can do about that.
No, which means we're not watertight still.
So when it rains, we need to park under a bridge and just not move.
Thinking I might just donate it to charity and buy a van. The thing is, even though the roof was down, it seems like water's still coming because there isn't a seal, but the seal around, so water is going to get forced in, isn't it, when you're driving?
Yeah.
Oh, so now we've got something we can't sleep in and we can't drive it in the rain. So we'll have to just pick sunny days.
If it wasn't so true, I would laugh.
The faster solution is...
Buy a new truck.
No. They will have to put in some sort of rubber skirting. A skirting that, you know, when you put it down,
it overlaps.
The overlapping, it lengthen the overlapping a bit more further down.
So it's like the flashings on a roof almost.
It's like a flashing.
So around the outside, when the roof's closed down, put an extra skirt around and hope that when the water hits there, it doesn't go up and under.
Correct. But that will be not 100% solution, because if the front is vertical, the force will be...
Okay. So I've just come out of Trevor just to process what's going on. So although it leaked really badly when we were in the hills, you saw on the previous video, we've waterproofed the canvas and we've done all that we can to make it as waterproof as possible. We realized that when we drove back from Penang, we were caught in a very heavy thunderstorm. I believe that the rain that's coming in now is actually because the roof doesn't seal to the base, and that when you're driving in rain, it's forcing its way through the gap between the roof and the sort of main body of the vehicle, which theoretically means that every time we drive in rain, there's going to be water coming in. So, yeah, we really need to go back to the drawing board. I think the only solution is when we get to New Zealand is to actually try and find a whole new roof, try and find a completely new canvas, a completely new roof, and get it so that it seals to the base. The problem with that is obviously we're spending approximately $6,000 probably to get into New Zealand, and we've spent £5,000 on the carnet. And I'm not going to lie, money's getting a bit tight. So the question is, do we risk shipping it to New Zealand when we might spend all that money, and if they can't fix it, what do we do? Yeah, I don't know, I need to think about that. Mr. Dexter.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're a legend.
Yeah, no.
When we come back in December,
Yeah.
if it's still working, we'll come back and we'll do a little road trip maybe.
Yeah. And I'll be phoning you from New Zealand going, which wire was it again?
You know, Marianne's had a lesson in electric, so she can disconnect and connect all the batteries and stuff. So thank you very much, my friend.
Welcome.
Good morning. So yeah, after that crazy day yesterday, it was a tough one. I'm not going to lie. It was a tough one. The realization that you've spent all that money on a camper, and not only can you not sleep in it because it's not waterproof, you also can't drive in it in the rain. And that's a major, major problem and design flaw. And for the first time in many, many, many years, we came back to the flat and we were just silent. Not because we were upset with each other, not because, you know, we were taking it out on each other, but just because we needed a moment, we needed time to just process how messed up this situation is. I grabbed a beer and I think I sat there for maybe 3 hours. After a while, I got a piece of paper. I wrote on one side the reasons to go home and to quit this expedition. And then on the other side of the paper, I put the reasons to carry on with this expedition. Because it's a risk, I'm not gonna lie, you spend £5,000 on the carnet, you spend another £5,000 shipping to New Zealand. But what happens if we can't find a company that fixes it?
I sat there and processed the what if. What if we can't fix it? What if New Zealand won't let Trevor in? What if we can't afford the repairs? What if the cracks get worse? What if? The what if voice in my head was consuming my thought process. I thought back to our around the world drive in Trudy, our van, the vehicle that so many people had told us couldn't make it around the world. I eventually realised that we've never listened to the what if. If we did, we would never have this lifestyle in the first place.
And so if we don't ship to New Zealand and we don't try this, the reality is that we will never actually know. And I turned around to Marianne and I said, we're going to do this and we will keep driving and doing this trip basically until we can't do it anymore, or the truck can't do it anymore. And so we just thought we'd embrace the craziness of it all.
Trevor is no longer the hardcore 4x4 off-roading adventure vehicle that we'd planned. To us, he's now known as Trevor the Leaky Legend. As a stress relief, I spent the day designing a Hollywood-style movie poster, and I proudly present to you Aquavan, the Leaky Legend. In fact, we've ended up creating a range of Leaky Legend merchandise, and all profits will go towards repairing Trevor and getting him adventure ready. So if you want more details, Scan the QR code or click the link in the description below.
Trevor, the leaky legend. I think we're going to actually just embrace that. And so yeah, t-shirts for sale on the website. Good morning. We're back in Trevor. Today is a special day because we're actually heading to the shipping agent to hand Trevor over with the keys, because shortly he's going to be getting on a ship to go to New Zealand. What a mad thought. It's quite interesting to put Trevor on the ship, the leaky legend, when he still has so many troubles. But hopefully New Zealand will sort Trevor out, and we'll finally be able to get him expedition ready and just put all the bad craziness that's happened here behind us. So we're coming in from a different angle, but it should be on the corner there. Yeah, that's it there.
As we parked up, we spotted our friend Alison, who had driven out to Klang to meet up with us, to say goodbye and to give us a lift back to our apartment. We feel so lucky to have such great friends. Thanks, Alison.
Okay, it's all done.
Paperwork
Abel
done.
has all the paperwork. Thank you, my friend. And it's Abel's birthday, everybody.
Yay, happy birthday, Abel. Bye, love. Thanks for everything.
So yeah, look after Aquavan for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Cheers,
Yeah.
man. Thank
Don't
you.
drive him like you stole him.
Azir jumped into Trevor to drive him to the port.
Jumpalagi.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Trevor. We love you.
And it was time to wave goodbye to him. See you in Auckland.
Emotional.
Ah,
Can you imagine?
that's it. Trevor's gone.
Trevor's gone. We'll be fine.
Should be fine. It will probably take about 3 weeks to get to New Zealand once he goes next week. So we decided that we still had a little bit of time left on our Malaysian visa. So we're actually at the airport, and we're going to fly to KK over in Sabah for a week, just for a bit of downtime, catch up with friends, and just organise ourselves ready for New Zealand.
And I'm just checking the bill of lading, which is the document that means the container and everything is organised to go to Auckland.
Welcome to Kota Kinabalu. We've literally just arrived in our flat. It's a very cool place. We've got a little kitchen. We've even got a water filter machine for hot and cold water so that we don't have to buy bottled water. Washing machine, which is always handy. Fridge freezer, little desk, little sitting area. Bedroom's great. There you go.
We have a lovely big bathroom shower.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's...
And we can even see the sea in the distance. Look at that. How beautiful is that?
Oh, yeah. A little glimpse of the sea there, and down to the swimming pool.
One of my favourite things about KK is you can actually go down to Jesselton Keys and pick up a little ferry that will take you over to one of the islands. So you can just feel like you're on a deserted island.
Good evening. So we thought this evening we'd come and have a little wander down to the waterfront. It's looking pretty beautiful. I think we might get a sunset tonight at the moment.
This is literally one of our favourite places in the world. We absolutely love Sabah.
And yeah, it's looking pretty nice. You can see the little boats going off and coming back from the islands. But I think this evening we're gonna take a wander down the waterfront here, because we've been here many times and we've never really walked through all of the markets here. So we thought we'd walk all the way down there and then we'd end up at the waterfront, grab ourselves a beer and see if we can watch the sun go down. And we're also meeting one of our friends there, Jonathan, that we haven't seen for a while, who was our original guide when we first came here to the Kinabatangan here in Sabah. You can definitely smell the sea, and you can definitely smell the fish that have been brought in by the fishermen. There's boats all the way down, and we're coming into the first market here.
It's more like the seafood market, isn't it?
Yeah, so all of these markets here, bagus. Nice, it's good.
Nice, good. No fresh, no good, no pay.
Oh, okay. Maybe a little bit later. We're just going to have a walk first. What time are you open until?
3 p.m. Close 12.
Oh, midnight? Oh, very late. So all of this is fresh seafood, and then you choose it, and then you cook it. You can cook it any style.
Yeah. Fresh
Different fish, snappers,
carrot fish,
lobsters.
carrot fish,
Nice.
jackfish, rupa, fresh napa,
Good.
spicy, good.
Hi,
Yeah,
thank you.
all the way down here is full of. Maybe a little bit later, my friend. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Hi.
Chicken juice and then include for the cooking all at once, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, it smells delicious. This whole area comes alive in the evening. Gets really, really busy down here. People having seafood. Chicken wings, satay, corn. Mangoes. Oh, you can bilis, the small fish they put in nasi lemak. You can really smell the fish.
Yeah, if you've got any repairs or anything that needs doing and alterations, they come down. You can come down here, pick up a thing, and get stuff done. And I've had stuff made. Oh, thank you.
Oh, they're very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Leather.
They're leather.
Yeah, leather. Genuine.
Genuine.
Genuine
From
Italy.
Yeah.
Not from Borneo.
Yeah, genuine.
Oh, the good stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you.
Another little craft market selling souvenirs. Should we have a little walk in here?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. Lots of jewellery. Oh, this is like a little Aladdin's cave.
Yeah, because this area is actually really famous for pearls as well and jewels.
Yeah, there you go, pearls. Wow, it's really like a maze. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, do you remember these? We bought one of these on our honeymoon.
Oh, we did.
Huh?
Yeah, we did in Thailand.
The frogs. That's
Yeah,
great. We still have that at
We
home,
still
I
have
think.
this one at home. Yeah, this is definitely the place to come for pearls.
It seems to go on forever,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I'm too tall. I keep banging my head. Coming into another market. Well, it's literally like this whole area is full of markets. Should we go down here? Cut through. Wow. Now we're coming into like a fruit and veg market. Just give you perspective, look how big this is. Just really huge.
And all the fishing boats have come in off the sea, offloaded their goods, and then all over the market they're selling them and cooking them. It's just fantastic.
Wow.
And the smells coming from all the fruits, the vegetables, the fish, it's a real attack on your senses.
We've got loads of fresh chilies and ginger, lemongrass, all these beautiful chilies and onions.
It's quite symbiotic, isn't it? Because people from the restaurants are coming to buy the fruit and vegetables and herbs and spices to put with the fish to sell to people that are actually in the market eating, that are eating and working here anyway.
fishing boats coming in. Chicken. Wow. Wow. This is quite an experience. Hi, how are you? Okay?
3 kilo, 10, 3 kilo, 10. Stock ba ito?
It's all fresh. Wow.
3 kilo, 10 masuk.
All the fishing boats have come back and wow, those markets were crazy, but we've come down now to another area. This is where we're going to finish our little walk along the waterfront. Oh, that long walk through those markets, working up a bit of a sweat. Marianne, you're looking a bit sweaty.
I'm a bit glowy, but it's all right. I have a glass of ice cold wine coming.
We normally come down to this restaurant, the Kohinoor, if you want a good curry here in KK, with a beautiful sunset, surrounded by all the fishing boats that have just come in. This is one of our little favourite spots that we come down to, watch the sun go down and relax at the end of the day. Okay, my friend, how are you? Nice to see you.
You too.
So, we met Jonathan, how many years ago? I don't know, maybe 10 years ago.
Almost 10.
And when we first went to the Kinabatangan River, and he was our original guide. And we've just kept in touch ever since. And if you need a guide, and you come to Sabah, and you want to go to Sepilok, bird watching, he does photography and everything, then we'll put his contact number in the description below.
Thank you, Chris.
Good morning. So actually this morning is our last morning here in Malaysia. Here in Kota Kinabalu, we're leaving Malaysia tomorrow morning. So this morning we thought we just couldn't resist coming out for one last roti before we go, because that's something I'm definitely going to miss a lot.
You are, it's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna be traumatized. But yeah, it's we've had a good couple of days. So Abel, the shipping agent, has contacted us from Port Klang. Trevor's all loaded into a container. He's been thoroughly cleaned, he's been washed, he's been dried, he's been fumigated, he's been put on the back of the truck, driven to the shipping port and put into a container. So he's as clean and as healthy as he's going to be for our arrival in New Zealand in a few weeks' time.
We've also had a lovely time catching up with some of our friends here.
We have.
Making more memories.
Yeah, Mick and Trudy from Turkey, from the Turkey videos, you remember them during that COVID time. They actually flew out to KL and flew out to KK here, so we've been hanging out. And we caught up with our friends Ali and Ito. So yeah, this morning we thought we'd come to a roti shop we'd never been to, but I spotted it the other day when we were in a taxi coming here. So yeah, it's literally just around the corner.
I love these walkways as well, because it stops the heat hitting the floor. So as you walk round in the daytime, this whole floor area doesn't project all the heat.
It's also good when it rains.
I know. You're shaded from the heat and the rain.
Yeah, it's a good shout. It's a shame they haven't got more of them. They've only got a few of them, but they're good. Maimunah food corner. There you go. Satu roti canai, dua roti canai, kopi sikosong panas. It helps being able to speak a little bit of the lingo, and it always makes people smile. It takes people by surprise, I think, which is great fun. Thank you. Doesn't matter where you go, the curries always taste really, really good. And I've tried making these sort of curries back home. I don't know what it is, but I can never quite get the flavour right. Morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see Mick's carrying the bags.
Yeah.
Morning, mate. You all right?
Oh, yeah. You all right?
Yeah. These guys are off to the Kinabatangan River and Sepalok. You're going to go and find orangutans.
Yes.
Have fun. I've got long arms. Look,
Yeah,
I can get round the ear.
Yeah, he is my orangutan.
Good morning. Yeah, we're leaving this morning. We're leaving Malaysia. We got all the bags packed. It's bright and early in the morning, and we're heading to the airport to get an onward flight. Seems crazy we're leaving already. It's gone so fast.
I don't know where time goes. There's a theory it gets faster as you get older.
Definitely.
I'm definitely hanging to that theory right now.
I'm convinced it gets faster as you get older. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi also. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Terima kasih.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Baby.
Yeah.
It's actually the time in our life. Look, we've got matching bags, like literally matching bags.
Do you know when we
I don't even know how that happened.
When we were a young couple, I used to say to you, "Can we get matching jumpers or coats?" And you're like, "No, that's for losers." Well, guess what, buddy? We're losers.
After a very long day, we have
very long day.
arrived at our destination. Can you guess where we are? Maybe. We've just arrived in Bali. So yeah, we decided to come to Bali because we're going to New Zealand. It's on the way, and I suppose it saves 4 hours of the trip to New Zealand. And we just thought it's a great place to hang out for a couple of weeks. So yeah, welcome to Bali. It was very chaotic coming through the immigration, through the customs there. So we did our immigration online, and then didn't realise we had to do an arrival card as well. So
Hi.
we were turned away
no,
at the auto scanner and had to queue for hours. But we're all good. Let's get a grab ordered, Marianne. So we booked a place out of the main city in a region called Sanur, which is where we came last time we came here years and years ago, and I'm sure it's changed like everywhere. And Grab's great. Grab's like the Uber here in the Far East.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you.
Terima kasih. That was very smooth. Thank you. There you go. Wiana Homestay. Right in the heart of town.
I will help you, sir.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you. You okay?
Okay, no problem.
Terima kasih. Oh, this is nice.
You can use, no problem. You can use.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Wow. Terima kasih.
If you need something, you can ask me from the desk.
And what's your name?
My name is Kutu.
Kutu.
Lovely to meet you, Ken.
Nice to meet you.
Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. See you there.
Oh, this will do.
This is so definitely.
Comfy bed, aircon. Let's have a look. Little shower and toilet. We've got a kettle, which is perfect, and we've got a desk. Good job.
Nice.
So there you go, guys. I think we're going to call it a day today, and we'll see you tomorrow. We had a fantastic night's sleep. That bed is definitely more comfy than the hard one we had in KK.
We even had a lie-in. That's how comfy it was.
We did, and we've just been watching a bit of YouTube and just catching up with a few friends. And it's actually about 11 o'clock, 11:30, so we thought we'd go out, have a wander around the neighbourhood, because it was dark last night when we arrived, and just see what the place is like, and try and find somewhere to go for lunch. And in fact, I think the beach is, looking at the map, is just down the road. It's a beautiful blue sky this morning. And I just love all the architecture, the little temple. There's just something magical just about the way everything looks here. And I spotted just over here, you look over the fence there, they've actually got on the roof, they've got like their own little temple there.
I'm also going to guess that the beach is over there. And the reason I'm going to guess that is, can you see all the kites flying? They must be on like an open beach.
I know Marianne hasn't got the best direction because the beach is actually over there.
So where are they flying their kites from?
That's true, Marianne. Come on, I'll show you where the beach is.
Thanks, love.
I just love these little homestays, they're great.
It's hard to believe that this little quiet place is right next to this.
Yeah, because you come out and you're just on a main road and you can't hear anything from our room. So let's have a look. So yeah, so the beach is and the mall is that way.
That way.
There is, yeah, we did actually spot that there's a big shopping mall just down the road which has ATMs, so we can go and get some cash. But look, everything is just like, it's just so cool.
I'm going to have to get one for Trevor, like a little flower pot.
Oh yeah, they're very nice.
They're really nice, and all our nieces and nephews and granddaughter. There's so many pretty things.
Marianne likes the boho look, so I think...
love the boho look.
Hello.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, this area of Bali is called Sanur. This was the area we stayed in many, many years ago, but it feels familiar, but it kind of all looks different. And I know one thing's for sure, there wasn't a shopping mall when we came here last time.
No.
There you go, what do you reckon? Pretty cool, huh?
That's so you.
We've got lots of cool little restaurants and bars. I love all the greenery. So here you go, here's the Icon Bali Mall. And yeah, this was definitely not here. It's a very cool looking mall. So yeah, if there's anywhere that's got an ATM or a cash point, I bet it's in here. And it's literally 2 minutes walk from where we're staying. Oh, there's a sign there, ATM.
Perfect.
So what we always try and do is figure out the currency. So a couple of £100 is 4.7 million Indonesian rupee.
Should I do that again? That just doesn't seem...
No, it is. I think it's 50,000 to the... How much is it to the pound?
Let's have a look. It's 23,570.
To the pound?
To the pound. For £1. 23,000.
Yeah, how the hell do you calculate that? Yeah, okay.
£106.
100,000. I feel rich, but yeah. So that's basically 106 pounds worth. There you go. So we didn't need to go into the mall. We got the cash, and we're going to now go and see if we can head down to the beach, which I think is just behind here, and go and find somewhere to have lunch overlooking the sea. Sounds great.
That does sound lovely.
So it seems, looking at the map, all the little roads that sort of go down towards the beach seem to be private hotels. So looks like we've got like a 15-20 minute walk to go all the way around to find a road, but we're determined to go and find the sea. Hello, my friend. Oh, satay smells good.
Look good, thank you.
Well, there's no doubt that there's a lot of scooters here. I think everybody that comes here rents a scooter, and everybody that lives here has a scooter, because I've never seen so many scooters in a row in my life.
And look at this fabulous yellow bamboo.
Yeah, check this out.
I love it.
Amazing. I'm loving it here. We were just saying it's got that real sort of island vibe, if you know what I mean. So many places you go to, you don't quite get that feel of an island vibe, but here definitely has that feel.
What I'm finding really, really shocking is that there are loads of people around, the cars are buzzing past, it's like really vibrant, but it's not chaotic.
No.
It feels like it should be, but it just isn't. Look at these doors.
Oh wow, look at that. This is that you imagine in Bali, isn't it? Indonesia, all the carved wood. And this is all made out of sea rock. So here you go, look, more bikes, and
Wow.
there you go, we've made it to the beach, to the waterfront. Oh, this is nice. Look at the colour of that sea.
This is what it's all about.
There you go, this is a nice place to come and hang out before we go to New Zealand. So why don't we'll have a little wander and see if we can find somewhere nice to stop for lunch. Oh, look at the bees.
Oh wow, look at that.
There's actually a whole basket of honey with bees buzzing around it.
That's incredible. Hawksbill green and olive ridley.
So that's always nice to see, isn't it? Save the Bali sea turtles. It's they've got a conservation centre here. So yeah, that's lovely. Because if you'd seen our older videos in Turkey that we supported and still do a conservation project in Turkey. There you go. This chap.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, the breeze here.
I bet this place is crazy when it's busy. It does feel pretty quiet at the moment. There you go, you can rent surfboards.
I love that. Boys for rent. Surf lessons.
That looks amazing. Beef rendang with some veg, a big chili. Marianne's got beef.
Sesame salad.
That is the most richest, delicious, like beef rendang. It's a bit like a spicy beef stew. That is absolutely, I'm happy, I'm really happy. After that delicious, delicious lunch, one of the best rendangs I've had in a long time, we've come back to our room here at the homestay. And we hope you enjoyed this video. Join us next time because we're going to be heading to Nusa Penida, and hopefully we get news that Trevor is on the boat on the way over to New Zealand. Fingers crossed it all goes smoothly. And if you enjoyed the video and you're one of the 45% of people that watch our videos and haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and we'll see you next time.